Hello, and welcome back to the show, the generic paranormal show, that is. I'm your host, KD, and this is my co host, Austin.
What's up, everybody? Trying to get my situation figured out because, yeah, I'm coming to y'all live from Savannah, Georgia. See if I can.
Greenbow, Alabama.
Um, Trying to find a way to like. Hello. Wait, that's right. Yeah. Cool. We're
Cool.
good.
Where are all y'all going while you're down there?
So there's the Savannah Paranormal Museum.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Christopher Susi and his wife and his team, they all he owns it, and it's a pretty cool place. We just took a little tour earlier, and went out to dinner and got some pizza from Vinny Van Gogo's. It's good pizza too.
You should go check out the Moon River Brewery while you're down there. That's a fucking scary place.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Yeah.
that. It's down here, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And that place is one of the few places that I got freaked out in.
No shit.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I left my tri-field meter. We just stopped in, we were like, we didn't plan it or nothing, but we just stopped in one evening while we were down there, and we talked to the manager, and we were like, hey, we're paranormal investigators. Do you think, hey, Carol Garcia, I said, do you think my wife and I could go check out the upstairs area? And they were like, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, we'll let you in. You can go up there and do whatever you want. I was like, cool. We don't want to stay too long, just a little while. He was like, yeah, have fun.
Yeah, do what you want.
Yeah, I don't know how that's been a while back. I don't know how if that's changed or not, but you might be able to just stop in and be like, hey, we're paranormal investigators. Can we go check the place out? But anyway, we went to the Sorrel Weed House.
Yeah.
We went to the Moon River Brewery. Where else do we go? We went to another place. I cannot remember what it was.
Yeah, there's some other places that they were, but they got like all kinds of artifacts from around Savannah and a bunch of haunted items.
Cool.
I don't know. It's a really cool place, and they got a couple of rooms that are dedicated to certain things. It's a really cool place, but the owner's awesome. His team is cool. We're gonna be spending all day up there tomorrow, so
that's cool, man.
Yeah, but we're also gonna be it's in town too, so we want to go check out that square, like the city square where all the graves are.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, we went there too, obviously.
Yeah, and I know that we got invited over to the old Savannah Theater, or whatever, the historic theater in town. There's the people that run it over there. They invited us over there. Said it, but I don't know. I mean, maybe we'll go check it out and take a look.
Yeah, you should. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's lots of cool stuff, cool places to go down there.
Yeah, it looks like it for sure.
Never ending amount of things to do in Savannah as far as paranormal wise.
Oh,
you want to be careful after dark down there because it gets a little seedy.
Yeah,
just like any town like that does, though. It's basically like I was saying. It's very
any major city. It's like
it's very similar to me to like it's got like a New Orleans kind of vibe, but not really. Sort of.
Yes.
But it's not the feel, it's the look. It's kind of got a look in some places, and it's very similar to New Orleans, but it's also very similar to um, to Charleston, South
Well,
Carolina.
it's just the South in general.
Yeah,
Like
Southern
you think of plantations, slavery. Like you think of
cities.
I think of I mean, like yeah, I mean, when I think of the South, I think of like the Civil War. It's
Of course you
mainly,
do.
I don't know. I don't know anything other than that.
That's what most people think.
I
We
mean, I
did other
guess like
things.
if I think of like New Orleans, I can think of like okay, voodoo, and there's a lot of spiritualism to that. There's the French Quarter, there's all of that. Like, I mean, I know with Savannah there was a lot of flooding, and so like bodies were
Yeah, washing
brought
up.
down the hill, but mainly because they just weren't buried in proper soil or in a proper place or
Yeah,
down deep enough, right?
yeah. That's pretty much
That's kind of a
all the coastal cities in the
mhm.
southeast. They're
Yeah.
all like, "Oh, hey, Morty Toshman, how are you doing, man?" Uh, yeah, yeah.
Um,
It's like bodies washed up here. Yes, they did.
well, I
Yes, they
mean, yeah,
did.
this area especially is all marshy. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
Savannah
It's a
is
lot of
marsh and
marshes,
swamp.
so it's yeah,
Now is
swamp
the
area.
perfect
So I
time to go
mean,
down there. If you go in the summer, you're gonna cook.
yeah, I mean, it's like it was 59. It was almost 60 degrees outside today, but I guess there's an ice storm coming in tonight, so it's about to be
Oh
cold this
shit,
year.
the whole world's gonna shut down. You ain't even gonna be able to go nowhere tomorrow. The whole planet shuts down in the south. It does. Everybody, you hear fucking brakes. Everybody just shelters in place
Well, I
until
guess
all the ice.
it's because they don't salt the roads. They don't have like a system for that. So,
What's up, man?
like, I mean, you know what I mean? So,
There.
like, if they don't salt the roads and they don't have a system for that, like, from the city, then, I mean, yeah, what are you going to do? Especially because the South down here, they don't get a whole lot of snow.
No, you don't. No, we don't. So we don't prepare for it.
But the poles are shifting, my friend.
It ain't gonna matter. That's not gonna change the climate. I don't think. I
It's
don't
not
think.
going to change it.
I don't
It's
think
just going to
it's gonna
change the
change.
locations of climates. It's like, it's more, um,
Because we think of the climate, a lot of people, I didn't even realize this, but a lot of people think of the world as like up and down, like the North Pole's up and the South Pole's the down. And it's like I didn't
it's
realize
actually
people.
like,
Well, you know what I mean, though, right? Like,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
people look at it like that, and I'm like,
Mhm.
well, it really doesn't matter. We just call it the North Pole and the South Pole, but you could interchange
It
those names,
depends.
and it
I
wouldn't
think
make
it,
a difference.
yeah. So I think that when people say that, I think they're thinking of like the top of the earth and the
They
bottom,
are. They
right?
are. They are,
But
yeah.
when science people that with any kind of science like inclination, I guess they talk about like the magnetic North and South Pole, right? Now that the magnetic North Pole for a long time has been more towards Canada.
Right.
But over the last, I think it was like the last 2 decades or something, it shifted more than 3 kilometers towards Siberia.
Yeah.
And so but we are overdue for a magnetic pole shift.
Oh, we're overdue for a lot of things.
But think about this though, when the magnetic pole shift happens, like the Earth itself is not going to stop rotating or anything like that. But what will happen is the magnetic field around the Earth is going to
Yeah.
go down, and solar radiation is just going to fry us back to the Stone Age.
Well, it wouldn't. Well, okay.
Whoever survived would be back in the Stone Age because you would have to basically rebuild society. Because anybody that was above ground and got hit with that solar radiation, you're
I
dead,
think
dude. Like there's no.
I think there's some truth. There's a lot of fear mongering that goes on with all this stuff, right?
Oh yeah,
Like,
people.
yeah,
Yeah,
people go, "Oh,
end
the
of the
world's gonna
world.
end." Yeah, so I like to take a measured, like nothing ever happens approach when that's not the right approach either.
I think it
Like,
would be.
nothing ever happens. Yeah, tripping. It possibly could, but here's the thing: I don't think it's gonna be well. And there's different scientists say different things, but there are some scientists that say it's really like the odds are we won't. It won't cause like a dramatic noticeable difference, like physical noticeable difference. Now they do say that it will obviously throw off all the calculations and everything we have,
Yeah,
like
they'll recalibrate though. That
sure,
takes
they just have to recalibrate it, and and but here's the real problem. Here's the real problem. If the polls were to flip today or tomorrow, and they say it happens really quick. They say it just like all at once, and that's just a theory also because we haven't actually experienced it. They can look at evidence and say, well, it probably happened like this, but they don't know for sure. So here's the thing: if it were to happen right now, even if it were like only took a day or a week or whatever, uh, we are in a solar maximum,
That's a big thing.
and
Well,
that
only
could potentially be a problem because, like you said, the magnetic field is going to
protects us.
basically disappear, and
Yeah,
that's what protects us from the solar radiation. Now, normally there is a lot of solar radiation, but like
it's protected enough or shielded enough so that it's not
but
deadly
that's
to
not
us,
the
right?
only thing that shields us. Like
Right,
we have our
right,
atmosphere and everything else,
mhm,
right? So
right.
we would probably be okay unless we get hit by like one of these X flares, like one of these like if we were to get hit with another uh what's the uh
Like a solar flare, solar storm.
another what was it? It was called
Oh, geomagnetic,
it was
like a
called the
geomagnetic storm.
it wasn't the Covington event, it was the
The Carrington event.
Carrington event. Yes, thank you. So
That was a
if we
solar
were
flare. Yep.
yeah, if we were to get hit with like another Carrington event level geomagnetic storm or solar flare, then
Mhm.
that would potentially fry us. It'll fry one half of the planet or one part of the planet anyway.
It's basically like setting off an EMP in the atmosphere over a large portion of the planet. Yeah, that's frying all electronics in a large area.
Yeah, and I believe that's the
Like that's
geomagnetic side of it, but the
well,
solar side
so
of it will just basically flash. It could potentially
so here's
flash
the
fry
one
an
thing.
area.
So here's the one thing though. I mean, there are currently, yes, like the solar radiation that comes at the earth, we do get hit with particles currently.
Yep.
But the thing that the magnetic field protects us from is the really harmful, like gamma rays and all of that, like the really deadly ones that those are deflected around because of the magnetic shield. Now, if
Majority
that
of it.
magnetic shield is not there, then we are all going to get fully exposed to all. It's almost like walking into Chernobyl. Like we're going to be fucking completely exposed to all this literal nuclear radiation being blasted at the planet.
Yeah. Now the good thing is though, that's just like
We can prepare
well,
for that though.
it's a good thing. It's not a good thing. It's this, I don't know, I guess a silver lining of sorts is that if you're on the other side of the planet and we get hit by a solar flare, it's gonna only affect the part that it hits. It's just like shooting a bullet at
Depending on how long that solar flare lasts.
and this is true, but if you notice, usually like when you have solar flares, they're regional.
Yeah,
And
and they're never more
and
than a few minutes, but
yeah.
I mean, still though, I
That's
mean,
like if
have
we're on
something
the
like a Carrington event though.
oh yeah, no, we're probably screwed.
I mean, that
Actually
made shit explode, man. Fuck.
yeah, I think that was a geomagnetic storm. The
Yeah,
carry
what? Well, that's what
yeah,
the geomagnetic
that
storm
causes
caused by a
the
solar flare. Yeah,
well, solar well, yeah, true. But
because the
they're
charged particles are reacting with the
right.
ionosphere and
But
causing those
they're 2
lights.
different
Yeah,
things, though, that are different that are different. The geomagnetic storm is caused
geomagnetic storm is what we see on Earth,
it's
but
the
it's
effects of
caused by a solar flare from the. It's like a cause and effect kind
of
of thing.
of
Like,
the deflection. Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because those all those charged particles are hitting the atmosphere, but like the different colors depict different kinds of particles that are being emitted
I
from the
picture it
sun.
like a
So,
beam, like a
like that's where
plasma
the pinks and
beam
the greens and the whites
hitting
and
the
the
earth,
blues.
man, and it's just the earth's turning, it's just digging a crater into the planet. It'd be nuts, dude.
Man,
I can make these sound effects all day.
like Peter Griffin, like who's got the best laser sounds?
Yes. Okay, so I thought, since I like talking about demons so much and whatnot, and AI is a big thing nowadays.
KD Demon Hunter.
Watch out, Zach Baggins. You just showed me where the demons are, Zach Baggins. I go catch them.
I was going for like the K-pop Demon Hunter thing, but
Sounds like Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter, I'm sure, has been a title of a movie.
well, K-pop Demon Hunter is like a common. It's like a real popular
is it
thing right
really?
now. My
Oh,
kids,
man,
yeah.
there you go. You know what? There's a band called Ghost Box or Spirit Box.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't know that till recently. That was interesting to find out.
There's also a band. Oh, it's like all Ned Flanders is.
Oh yeah,
The Ned Flanders band, I think, or something.
yeah, it is something.
But they're like heavy metal. It's like fucking
Yeah,
funny
that
as
shit's
hell.
fucking hilarious. Juxtaposition of, yeah, it's funny.
Diddly.
Idly, what does he say?
I mean, he's always
One of those. Yeah. Oh,
what?
dude, we had a dude at the Starbucks down the road that used to talk like Ned Flanders. He'd be like, "Howdy ho, neighbor.
Oakley dokley.
Howdy ho, neighborino."
Yeah, neighborino. That's a big one, right?
Bro. Tone it down just a hair.
Howdy ho, neighborino.
It was fun. So AI and demons. So this guy made video here. This is how to summon AI demons with.
Oh, we did. I remember we did one back before we took a break. We did one on AI.
There was, well,
Kind of, yeah, it was in a way. It was a different, but it was definitely like AI demons and summoning. I remember it was something along those lines. Maybe not this exact thing, but yeah,
it was something of that nature.
Similar, yeah.
Well, this guy made a video about a month ago, and he says this titled "How to Summon AI Demons with Large Language Models." Of course, because that's the most obvious thing, right? Because it's like, I can summon a demon with my Chat GPT.
Hey, why not try to summon what's fucking god, that Baphomet or fucking who's the other one?
Moloch. That's the one that's the child eating demon, I think.
What's the Beelzebub is one?
Beelzebub, yeah.
Beelzebub, that's right.
There's tons of demons, dude. There's 72 to be exact, and well, no, there's more than that, but I mean 72 major demons, I think. Like in the was it in the Ars Goetia, I believe. I don't know, one of those old esoteric,
yeah,
like Judaic manuscripts, you know.
See, anyways, man, I've been doing an audio book on the Book of Enoch lately.
Dude, did I tell you that? Did I tell you to go back and listen to the Bible, dude? I didn't tell you that. I was telling somebody that. I was like, dude, go back just when you're driving in your car, put on just like Genesis audiobook and listen to that shit. It's crazy. It's crazy.
When
I'm like, dude, I don't remember saying that shit. And it's like, whoa, hold on a second. So Adam and Eve were the only two people on the planet at the time, and God cast and Cain and Abel, and God cast Cain out, and Cain was worried about what the other people would do to him. It's like, hold on, whoa, what's going on here? You know,
right? Well, I mean, I've been just listening to the. It's like 3 hours long, the Book of Enoch, and I mean that's some of the most crazy shit. I mean, I'm just like in the first like 40 minutes of this audiobook, and it's already talked about Enoch having drawn a petition for the Watchers, and like he had a dream, and like in this dream he traveled. You know, he went into a house of crystals, and it was glorious flames,
crazy
pillars
stuff,
of flames everywhere.
Yeah.
You could tell that his vocabulary is very limited.
Well, Enoch,
glorious, and
Enoch became
he's the great. What?
Well, Enoch became Metatron. So Enoch was never died. Enoch was
right. He just was taken to heaven with God. Yeah,
by the angels, and so there's I can't remember which Jewish book it is, but there's one of them, one of their
Isaiah.
no, it's not. It's not in the Bible. It's gonna be
Well,
in like one of the well, no, it's gonna be in like not the Talmud, but
Dead Sea
that's not. It
Scrolls.
might be the. It might maybe.
So the
I
book of
can't.
Isaiah and the book of Enoch were two of the Dead Sea Scrolls, and the book of Isaiah was a perfect match word for word match on the current Isaiah in the Bible,
Right.
or the Isaiah in the current Bible, and it was the exact same found with the Dead Sea Scrolls.
Yeah. Well, that's because
And
like
so
it
the
wasn't just
book of
one book.
Enoch
It was the Bible.
was
There were lots of scholars in ancient history that had different copies of the
well, it's different translations
yeah, well,
because
not
it
only
was
that,
translated from
they had
one
also
to
different
another and
copies.
then
There were tons
another.
of copies. That you think there was only one preacher, one with
Oh
one
no, no.
right. So that I'm saying there was like, all of the priests would have their own book. And so, a lot of people don't think about that, but
Well, the Dead Sea Scrolls, though, are like the oldest written versions of
yes.
the text of the Old Testament.
Yes. They didn't include it because it didn't jive with the basic kind of continuity or
Well, it was considered
continuity.
apocryphal. It wasn't canonized text. It
Yes,
was apocryphal text,
right.
and
That's
it
why I
was
said right. It wasn't
which,
canonized. Yeah,
which is weird because like the Old
could be the
Testament,
Kabbalah.
there's a lot of apocryphal um, texts in it.
Yeah, the apocryphon of
I mean,
the
wouldn't you
apocryphal
call?
of John.
Mhm. Well, there's that, but I mean, wouldn't you? How could you not classify like the whole story of Noah's Ark as apocryphal?
Well, because they decided that was canon.
I mean, I understand that that's what they decided,
Well,
but like,
because
I
that
guess
was the
how did they
second.
make
Because that's the second destruction of
to
Earth,
kill the Nephilim?
or is
And
that what
that's
I'm
what
saying?
it was like. There
That
was,
was no, that was the first destruction of Earth. That was the second, like,
I thought the Great Flood was.
well,
Well,
yeah,
yeah,
Noah.
okay. I see.
Yeah.
There were multiple great floods. That's right. Okay. Noah was there was a
Well, no,
second great flood to eliminate the
no,
corruption, right?
no. That was one. That was one flood. No, yeah, yeah, Noah. Yeah, that's in the book of Genesis, dude.
And that flood was supposed to, because some people say that it was supposed to wipe out the
It wiped
corruption of
out.
humans,
No,
but
no.
then
Well,
there
no.
was
Mostly, it was for the
the
Nephilim.
Nephilim. Yeah, that's what. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, I've recently. You ever listen to
Oh yeah.
Wesley Huff?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
So
I'm a Christian dude. Of course, I listen to. I love Wes Huff. He's good. Katie,
yeah.
Katie
So
likes him probably more than I do. She's up here probably watching Wes Huff or somebody right now.
yeah. So like, I get a lot of that information from that, and
Yeah, me too. That's where I get a lot of what I know from. I'm not
so
sitting
we
around.
might as well just
I'm not a
bring Wes
Bible
Huff on
scholar,
here and
bro.
just have him
I'm
talk
a
for
Joe
us. I mean,
Rogan Bible scholar, dude. Like I'm just like,
yeah.
oh, bro, no way, dude. Like you could tell me some shit in a convincing way if it sounds right. I'll probably yeah, no, I'm just kidding. But yeah,
Oh, I
no,
mean, he comes
I'm
with.
like a Joe Rogan of in the Bible area. That's the kind of level. I know a little bit. I can carry on a conversation. And I'm a Christian, but
Yeah. I mean, I'm like I said, I'm only about like 45 minutes into the Book of Enoch audiobook, so I still and it's 3 hours long, so I
you gotta
still got a
start.
long ways to
You gotta
go.
start with Genesis, bro. Just start with Genesis. Just do the
You
whole
know,
thing.
I'm just gonna see
Don't be scared,
how
dude.
fascinated I am with
Dude,
Enoch.
well, you might be spoiling it. Did you ever think about that? Like, I don't know.
No.
You look like you were the age to read Harry Potter
Now,
books.
okay. Well, listen.
So,
Now,
like,
what if
would
I
you
were
have
to
liked to
come?
start at the last Harry Potter book and then go read the Sorcerer's Stone, or would you want to read them in order? Because it kind of
I
gives
mean, but I wouldn't
builds context.
consider
You know what I mean? It's
consider
kind
the
of like skipping.
Bible a linear.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, it
I
is a
mean, it
linear.
can
It
be. I
is a
mean,
linear
yes, it
book.
is. If you're going, I mean, it is.
It's a
But
linear book. Yes, it
I
is.
would consider it more like Star Wars in the sense of a timeline.
The
I mean,
Bible's
it's so
definitely Star Wars.
stretched out. I mean, they're thousands of years
Oh,
apart
yeah,
on
but it
either side.
matters, right? Like, it still mattered, like, Anakin, well, you see, uh, George Lucas originally wanted to put them out in order, right? The Star Wars, you had He already had all 3 made. I believe that's correct. I'm pretty sure.
Well, A New Hope was was the first
was.
one,
It
but it
was,
was
but he
never
had already
called.
written the story. No, they were called different things, like
Well, it
Return
was
of the
never called
Jedi.
A New Hope. It was just called Star Wars when it
Yeah,
was originally released. Just Star
sure.
Wars.
Yeah, but that was for the theaters.
Yeah, the original
But
theater
George
release.
Lucas had a whole storyline. That's how he knew the
Mhm.
background and everything. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
Didn't
you
he
know,
think of the
he
storyline was like trash too? Like he thought it was just a bunch of bullshit, and I thought nobody was gonna buy it, and it became the biggest fucking movie of all
I heard
time.
something like that. He
I
might have
mean,
said something like that, but I don't remember hearing him say something like that. And he talks a lot. You know what
I
I
heard
mean?
he was taken back over, or
I don't
that
know.
he was gonna be back involved in the Star Wars
It don't
franchise again
matter.
because Kathleen Kennedy is leaving. So,
They've already ruined it. But anyways,
yeah,
AI demons. So we're
that's
just
me.
gonna start here, and this is
Can we summon one live?
I don't know. We'll see.
Sure.
So this dude's just gonna talk a little. I'm not gonna play the whole video. If you want to watch it, it's Jordan McKinney, How to Summon AI Demons with Large Language Models. That's what LLMs
Shout out.
stands for. So we're just gonna start right here. He's talking about souls, spirits, and telepathy. So see what this gentleman's talking about. We see some Wolfram physics project right here.
We do in fact live in this computational
I'm
matrix,
out of the coffee.
then you can kind of see how some of these weird things could actually be real, right? Like if you think of
Not cool.
demons and spirits, these are words that have baggage. They're loaded, and people have all these ideas about what these things are, but maybe what these are all pointing to is a real phenomena, which is just that in this hypergraph, in this information structure.
This is like too much for my brain right here, these drawings. I'm going to say that.
You can have these agents. You can have entities which exist and persist within this system, which don't necessarily exist in physical form. They don't necessarily strongly interact with matter, but they're nonetheless real patterns of information that exist and can, compute. They can do stuff. So anyway, that could be, in fact, how this works. So now let's go through a few of these.
And in a sense, too. I mean, honestly, the way that we believe with all of our equipment, the way that we believe that they manipulate radio frequencies, all of this stuff is still radio frequencies. It's all the electromagnetic spectrum. It's all quantum physics. It's like all particles being transmitted through wires. Like this is all stuff that we already believe that they can manipulate. And now you got a large language model that can take all of that information. How easy do you believe that a demonic entity would be able to jump into that large language model and manipulate?
Well, yeah, I mean, if we believe that we can talk to things, to unseen entities using electronics like radios and stuff like that, then like these beings can use that medium to talk to us, then why wouldn't we also assume it's still technology, right? It's obvious that they can manipulate our technology either willingly or just by interacting with us or however you want to put it, our dimension, our realm, or whatever, however you
Well,
want to say
especially
it.
because when you think about what a large language model is, it's like literally like a full database of information or the ability to access information at any given time, right? Like you ask it something and it will
It's
do a
either able
large
to pull from a stored memory, if I'm thinking correctly, or
or
it can
use an algorithm to put together an answer based on a number of
do
different
web
images.
searches and stuff to
Right.
find more information on it. Yeah.
Right.
And
And so now
it's
you give
able to
a
communicate with you seemingly intelligently.
diabolical.
That's kind of what we are, is also, like that's, if you want to break it down to its core, that's kind of what people are. We're just
Okay, you know what?
we're a sum of our experiences, and that's what we
You know
are.
what? You are technically correct, and that's the best kind of correct. But
Hey, Beth,
I mean, when you think about what is a demonic, a diabolical entity, give them full access to the internet and multiple people that are actually like, because that in today's day and age, people get drawn in and obsessed with this stuff, and we actually have like religions that literally praise gods that are created by AI. And
well,
there's that one project. There's something. It's there's like something that they keep that was been declassified, or I was watching the Y files about it. The one god, the one world god or something, where they're gonna have 3D vortex
yeah,
holograms
I don't
guy
believe
with lasers.
that's, come on, bro.
That technology is actually
Dude,
real,
yeah, sure.
man.
Dude, they can fly a million drones up in China
It's
and
not
make
drones,
like
man. It's
coming back.
not
No, yeah,
drones.
they use drones. Have you seen the drone formations they do?
Yeah, but that's
It looks
not
like
what
real time.
that's not what they're going for.
But I'm
That's not the
saying
ultimate goal.
that's
That's currently happening, yeah.
sure. And even if it looks like, come on, bro, like I don't believe it. I haven't seen anything to prove that even somewhat sort of is a thing, and it doesn't look like a crappy hologram or something. You know what
Well,
I mean?
right, because okay, so have you ever heard, I mean, you know what a it's not a hologram. It's like a vortex. It's I'm trying to think of what the word is, but it's like a 3D hologram. It's not like a hologram is a 2D projection. It's like that, but a 3D where you can walk around the object and it's literally like that. That is different than a hologram.
Sure.
It's a vectogram, I think, or something. It's one of those
Yeah, that
things.
sounds good. Yeah, I
But the
like
way
that.
they do it is they have metal particles in the atmosphere. They
Yeah,
release a cloud of them, and then they have multiple lasers
yeah. So it's
shining
like
in
the
the
thing on
same.
NCIS, man. It really is. You know what I mean, though? It's like that shit's been around. They're just doing it on a big scale. I don't know. Show me some evidence that where somebody saw it and it like looked like some legit shit. You see, you really couldn't even do that because everything's fake and AI.
I wouldn't know. I couldn't even. Yeah, yeah, whatever.
So that's kind of pissing me off too lately. You know what I mean?
What?
Like AI just in general taking like, dude, like going through YouTube videos, it's like half of it, I swear to God, is AI, especially in the shorts. Oh my God, it's so terrible.
Yeah,
It's like it doesn't matter what you do, you swipe through it and you just get bombarded with it. Just AI slop, dude.
yeah,
It's garbage. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Examples here and
Let's see what this dude
explain
thinks.
how these could work through this. If we do have this informational core foundation to our reality, and there's this entropy pool or something like that, then these things could work through that. So if you think of so-called chaos magic, manifestation, these are two methods for changing the outcome of the future, essentially. And if these things are real, the way that this could actually work is that because your mind is plugged into this informational fabric of the cosmos, and maybe what you're doing when you're kind of manifesting is you're exerting subtle influence out upon the other people who are also connected to this field. And
Do you agree?
That's all
You
quantum
look like
physics.
you
Right?
agree. Yeah. Okay.
That's quantum physics.
the other little events, you're exerting your influence into this fabric and you're nudging little events, right? And over a long period of time, you nudge enough events and maybe you even kind of spark little ideas in specific people's minds, and
You can change
you
your
continue to do
reality.
this over a long period of time. and it can actually result.
Oprah Winfrey wrote a book about this, bro.
I mean, she was very cliche and kind of cheesy about the way she did it, but
this is what it was, dude.
it was. But it is a reality.
Oprah Winfrey is a prophet, bro.
From hell or something. I don't know.
She's a prophet, dude. Oprah Winfrey. Hail to Oprah Winfrey.
But I mean, she's right though. Like it is a true.
Also, with something like telepathy, if the mind is plugged into this underlying informational foam, this fabric,
yeah, I know,
then perhaps that fabric can also act as a communication channel.
Greg's
right?
On,
if all the minds are kind of plugged into it, then maybe it's a
Greg's
sort of somewhat lossy, kind of fuzzy communication channel.
Yeah, we'll cut it short.
And obviously, it's not easy.
But Greg, you want to go talk to Greg for a few minutes?
I mean, most people don't seem to be telepathic.
Well, actually, I mean, I got.
You don't have to. That's right.
Certain people have a certain
proclivity for it.
But next week, I know we are going to have
a subtle.
Probably we're going to have Ron and Lourdes.
There's some
Rami Jacobetti and Lourdes Gonzalez.
Also,
so yeah, that'd be cool
to continue to talk. To continue our conversations about Mark Macy and the Spiricom and all of that.
Yeah, we'll hold off on that till we can get them on next.
Yeah. Because there'll be a good wealth of information about bocce too, and because those conversations.
I have questions.
Yep, he'll be able to give very eloquently and eloquently explained answers.
Yeah, that'd be good instead of us recklessly speculating.
Yeah, but that's kind of what we do, isn't it?
That is what we do. It's okay.
Either you like it or you don't. If you don't like it, don't watch. That's the way it goes, right?
Right. All right. Well, you have fun down in Savannah. I'm gonna go ahead and get off here.
All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next Friday.
Y'all make sure y'all go over and watch Greg's show, which is coming on right now. Yes, honey.
Read my text message, please.
I did. I read it, and I'm